What's up everyone, this is Blue Nick. On this dive trip, I wanted to get a bit more immersed into the experience. So I decided to go to a hiking campsite first, and I was not disappointed on my walk-in. Kangaroos and wallabies everywhere. My mattress broke. So I ran back to the car to get towels to sleep on. Yay. On the plus side, there's tons of kangaroos and wallabies around. I cooked up some ramen and made a tea and enjoyed the evening. All right, good day. We're out here on the Mornington Peninsula, and what are we going for, Adrian?
Early season snapper.
Adrian and I jumped in the water. We were hoping to see some early season snapper. This was at the time when just the first reports had started to come out. And so we came armed with some bait and just the will to put some burley out and see what we could find. We made our way over to some rocky structure, and this little sweep was checking us out. Adrian had brought his burley pot, which basically allows small bits of whatever you put into it to come out. We filled this with pilchards and then left it in a spot on the reef that would allow us to approach it without being immediately seen by any fish there. So even though we were here to target snapper, it became clear that there was a lot of snook in the area. This was the first one I noticed, and I could see it sensed me. And so I was doing everything I could to just float over to it and take a bit of a Hail Mary shot from the surface.
I just missed the snook, and there's some good sized ones.
Now, surface shots are not ideal because you're getting buffeted by the wind and the waves, but you kind of have to take what you can get. On this next opportunity, I took a bit longer to get a bit closer, and I hit it with a pretty solid body shot, but as you can see, it wriggled away with quite a bit of fight left in it. Again and again, I kept getting close, but missing, and I was starting to get a bit frustrated. But I was pretty determined to take one home. On this attempt, everything lined up. There's two big snook hanging out next to each other. I waited and waited until I floated over and then took the perfect shot. I ended up getting a stone shot, which I was stoked about because that is not swimming away from me. Even though it was a stone shot and the mouth was already open, I still brained it just for good measure. Then slit the gill membrane, ripped out the gills, ripped out the guts, and admired my catch. Easily my largest snook. I think it went around 77 centimeters. Then to save the mess at home, I scaled it in the water and kept it on the shooting line and kept hunting.
That's my biggest snook. It has to be.
Look at that fish. And I also got a King George whiting, which I'm pretty stoked about. So my GoPro had died at some point in the dive, and I actually got another snook as well. It kind of just seemed I needed to dial in my aim, and then I was good to go. I had decided to prepare this fish in my version of an Asian steamed or roasted fish. So I chopped up some green onion, added some dark soy sauce, some rice wine vinegar, some ginger, some garlic, some olive oil, some sesame seed oil, and just put heaps of it both on the bottom and the top and let it bake for 20-30 minutes. I served it with white rice and it was so good. Thanks for watching.